1, Rose Haven Yarn Shop in downtown Picton. Heat wave is stopped. Whew. It was a hot one. Thank goodness there's air conditioning in the shop. Even people were walking in and complimenting on the fact that, oh, it was nice, fresh, and cool, because it was a hot one. But you know, today's beautiful. Anyway, enough about the weather, because I'm not a weather person. I can just enjoy it and have fun with it. So in the caption today, I said what's new at the store that just arrived and who was born yesterday, part of the gnome family. Okay, I'm a bit early because in my head it's still beginning of the month, but this guy is our August, because remember I'm doing the year of the gnome with Sarah Shira. Look at this guy. Oh my goodness, I'm so in love with these guys. So he's got a kangaroo pocket pouch here, so I can put my hand in there. Well, not my hand, but his hand. And this month gnome is made with fingering weight, but 2 of them held together. So I will, because you remember I am always doing 2 for sure, 1 for me, 1 for Veronique, my daughter. So the other one, I'm just gonna make it in DK, because if you hold 2 fingering weight together, you will get a DK weight. But the aim for this gnome is that you're able to see the, oh, I didn't bring, did I bring it? No, I didn't bring it. So this one was a total blue over here. And I had leftover of the little bluff of Leslie's, right? Because I did make the Wildwood shawl. So add some of the little bluff. So funny enough, it's in the same shade of blue that was in the little bluff that I had. And yeah, so this guy is, and when my sister-in-law came to visit me, I lost, not lost, but you'll understand what I'm talking about. Because she is in love with gnomes since my fever. So this guy was a knit along in May that Sarah added on, and it's make gnome mistake, which was color work. And yeah, so my sister-in-law left with mine that was at the shop enjoying his time over here, because he just sits everywhere. So anyway, so yesterday I made a hat. So I made the hat of that pattern, blocked it, and I did sort of the opposite of her pattern, meaning that the background is a solid color. And I'm always using, almost always using, my leftover of fingering weight. So this is sock yarn. It was just a little bit left over, which worked out very, very well into this hat. So the body, not too sure yet. I think I'm gonna go into violet, or I want something punchy. I like the fact when I made mine, it was not these colors, but see, the bottom doesn't need to match the top. But at the bottom over here, it looks like there's candles over there into, because there is a bit more color work. So again, Sarah Shira, if you want to make some of her gnome, it's kind of fun because it introduces you to different technique. This one for sure was color work, and the way she makes you knit it, I'm going to send it this way, is you're knitting it inside out. So your floats are on the outside as you're going. So we are knitting like the inside going up. So this way, when you're flipping it around, for sure, it's not going to pull at all because you did the extra from the outside. So it is a cool way to do color works. And yeah, there's a nice project that I want to do with you guys in the fall, and it's a skirt. It's gorgeous. It's by Espace Tricot, and they made a pattern of a skirt for La Bien-Aimée yarn in Europe, but we can make it with any yarn that we want, as we know, right? So The other thing is last week I showed you my night shift and made it extra, so it's a third bigger. So I'm just gonna back away so you can see the length. It's nice, 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 extra long. And when you block it, it's amazing. It just sort of, it just expresses itself. It's just, yeah, the blocking makes a huge difference. I do have to admit, when I was first knitter, I was kind of scared to just dip it in water and what would happen. And sometimes when you're doing a sweater, it sort of escapes on you, because when it's wet, it just wants to, you know, extend and all of that. This is done in Rio, so that was 100% merino, so it did sort of flatten and all the fiber opened up, so it just makes it very, very nice. So the I'm gonna say the original pattern stops after 9 of the segment of the 1 and 2, so it would have stopped in the middle of the green right here at the end. So just before my red and green, this is where it would have stopped. So I've got all of this extra, which is a lot, as you know, because we're going bigger, bigger, and bigger. But yeah, very, very happy about the result. Drapes nicely, and it's more, I'm gonna say, oopsies, just a book. I'm gonna say drapes nicely. It's a nice shawl. The other one that I finished putting the fringe, but I did not twist them yet, but you'll have an idea. This is the side that is done with all the fringe. This is the side that I've put them on, and what I did is I put them every second stitch onto the I-cord, and it was very, very easy to do, in the sense that you go in, you hook, and before flipping it through, I would already put my crochet into the next one that I want to go, because sometimes when you hook it on, it sort of pulls and you're not sure, am I 1 away, 2 away? So this way I knew that every second stitch I was in, because I would go in, just hook my 3 wool, bring them out, and before I go to make that special little knot, I would already just put the crochet in there, finish with this guy, and then continue on. So it is a lengthy process to put fringe, but what a nice, nice, nice finish. So again, the recipe for mine was 14 twists. And since I showed this to Leslie, Leslie ordered some. So we do have, and it's from the same craftsman that she got hers for the store. So you can do 1 fringe at a time or 2 fringe at a time. And again, this one is going to be a very nice scarf. It was for the month of Pride. Very lovely. That pattern is the Gradient Descent by Max the Knitter. It uses the linen stitch. I do have to admit, there was even a customer that came in today and all my stuff was out, because I do the live, so I bring everything. And she was saying that her mother is a champion on making the linen stitch. For me, that was the first time I ever knitted that stitch. It just looked blah in a book. It did not look like nothing, but ooh, if you do, and again, if you're looking into the dark blue and the pale blue, this is what the linen stitch looks like. There's no holes to it, but there's still give in it, and it looks good on the inside or the outside. It's just so pretty, and it does look like it's weaved. It's just, yeah, okay. I did not completely finish talking about gnomes, because remember my story, I'm doing the Year of the Gnome with Sarah Shira. They're at the store. I can help you if you need to, but there's a company in the States called Jimmy Beans, and they did do a gnome club. And the club was starting in June. So June was the first month that they had the gnome, and it was the one with the little pom-pom. Do you remember? Such a cute little guy. I had a friend over for the week, and yeah, she went through because I have a binder with all my patterns of gnome, and she was like, oh, I want one of those. So I just remade that one, and it's such a cute one. Let me grab it. It's well worth it. It's I think it's the first time that she ever put foot. Like there's one of the pattern coming up that it's got legs and shoes, but this guy was the first one that's got little feet, and yeah, he's just so cute. He's so fun to make because Sarah always starts almost always the same at the same way, meaning that we're gonna look at it this way. We're making the border of the hat, and then we're knitting the hat. And this one I did do like the pattern says, that it's a 3 needle bind off, but the one that I did this week is I did the Kitchener stitch. That's the other thing too. Once you're making more of the same one, you can sort of personalize it and make it your own. Same for the beard. I just took another one because she saw some of my gnome, and there's one that's got very fluffy frizzy beard, and the trick is just that once it's knitted, you put and like soak it and let it dry for the day, and then the next day you're unraveling it, and he's got sort of a fluffy, very loose beard. So anyway, so into the Jimmy Bean gnome, this one was the first month, which was the month of June. And remember my story, got that from the States, did not realize I had to pay every month for a package to come to me. So I said, okay, June, send it to me, just because I'm a big baby and I want to see what it is. But I said, okay, I'll be good for the second package you're going to send me. You're going to send me for the month of July and the month of August. So the month of July was this guy here. Cute, huh? And I did not go ahead and knit this guy. So this is going to be this week project for me. And then for the month of August, it was a mushroom. So a little bit like I showed you last week with the tree that's got the bottom. And remember the story that I went to the garage with my knitting, and my husband's like, well, you're in the wrong spot, girl. And I said, no, I need something for the base of my tree. Well, this is my package for the 2 months. So it's gnome under construction. Man, they do good, cute stuff. So I've got the 2 months in there. So I've got fluff for both, and there's more than what's needed. But packaging, isn't it cute? I was so excited, and I got that yesterday. I could have waited until today, but I could not. I'm too excited. Okay, but I did not unwrap anything, so I'm unwrapping it with you guys. So in here, yeah, so this is the mushroom. So this is August. So at the bottom, see what they're using is sort of a disc of wood. So that's another idea. For me, I went in the garage, got a big washer. So this is going to be at the bottom of that stem of the mushroom for it to stand on. And look, so after the foot this is done, you're putting weight so the mushroom won't wiggle, but this is going to go at the base of the hood. Is it a hood? Yeah, or the cap, I should say, of the mushroom. Okay, I'm going to put it here to put it back in the bag. There is a little sticker. That's cute though. There is a little mushroom. That is a stitch marker. It's iridescent. On the first month, it was sort of a pink little gnome. And then the affiliation they have is with Madeline Tosh. This is the yarn for the mushroom and the feet. So again, it's this guy over here. So the top of the mushroom is red, and the base will be, or the foot will be, that confetti all colors in. Okay, so I'm just going to put that back into my bag. And for the month, look at this. This is it says fashion jewelry. So it's a mushroom. Oh, you know what? I think it opens. Does it open? No. But the base of it sort of moves on its own. Yeah, so yeah. Key holder. Ah, that's too cute. And okay, so for the month, for that gnome with the 2-color hats, this is the other bag. Oh, that's funny. You know what? I was kind of oh no, it is the same color. Because I was going to say, the picture sort of, I did not know then, but I know now, that the picture is really the, oh, sorry about my hand, is really the color that you'll get. So in the bag, there's another sticker, very American. And the gnome, is he upside down? You know what, it's hard to, oh yeah, now I see it, okay. So yeah, it goes this way. So his little face is kind of in the middle right there. And in the bag, oh, didn't even notice that. What is this? Oh, it's a snail. It's a snail, and it's a tape measuring. I'm having fun. Okay, so the hat will be 2 colors. So same red as we're seeing in all the other package. There's a pure white for the beard. So the body will be, oh, it's kind of a very nice gray. There's some blue in this for sure. And then you'll recognize again that confetti-ish color, and then the blue for the pockets. So these are the pockets that he's gonna have his hand in. Oh, there's more goodies there. So this is all the wool for this guy, because I will make them the color that they're coming in, right? So funny enough, the one that I gave to my friend this week, I used the wool that I received for this guy. This is my wool, but the wool that intended to be with this one, that's the one. So she has the original color. In the mushroom month, I do have a file, a nail file. And they're sending, they put beans into for weight. But, and again, I did use those one to put into Celine's gnome for the week. Anyway, one thing I want to show you before I go is new things that arrived at the store today is embroidery kit. You've seen them because they changed the packaging. You've seen the sheep and one of the owl. Oh, it's these two that you've seen these guys. But they were in a black package. So this is the saw wheat owl. This is the sweater weather sheep. But again, they had a black packaging. Now the package is more sturdy, but it's still the same. Like in these package, you get the pre-printed unbleached cotton fabric. You've got an embroidery hoop. You've got the floss, the needle, and all the instructions. So these are the two, some of the two that you've seen already. These are all new ones. This is called Raven Nevermore. This one, I think, is one of my favorite. It's Folk Wolves Black. This one is in color. It's called Folk Polar Bears. This one is in color also, and it's Folk Moose. And I've got 3 more. This is Great Horned Owl. This one is Mermaid. And this one is Mushroom. Just arrived today. Unpacked them, and I've already put some out. So on this note, there is classes now for Sunday going on. I will put new classes on, but next week I'm going to start socks. So if you're interested, in the morning class from 10 to noon, I've got one student right now because she approached me earlier. So if you're hearing this, seeing this, you want to join us, please feel free. But I will put it officially onto the website for sure. So on that note, have a super beautiful weekend, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.